hello, and welcome to Stop Let's Team Up, episode 30. DC Comics presents issue 52 because you all picked it out of the 4 Team Up series. This is the third one we've done. I'm excited about this one. It is a comic that I loved when it came out. I have not read it in a long, long time. It is Superman and the Doom Patrol. Let me give you some vital statistics, and then I'll tell you what I think about it. It is DC Comics presents, as I said. It was... its cover date is December 1982, so that means it came out October of 82. I was almost a senior in high school, and I remember buying this at the comic shop I work with, and it's loving it for a lot of reasons. It has a lovely Keith Giffen, Dick Giordano cover. It's the first time I've ever seen that pairing. The title of the story is Superman and the Doom Patrol. Negative Woman Goes Berserk. Writer Paul Kupperberg, penciler Keith Giffen, inker Sal Trapani, colorist Gene D'Angelo, letterer Ben Oder, editor Julius Schwartz. There's a lot going on in this issue. The basic synopsis is Superman is at a power plant in New Jersey, and he rescues him because of explosions. He sees a black shape form of a woman. The shape flies off, and Superman can't catch it. Later in that afternoon, Metropolis celebrates its 309th anniversary with a parade procession, and Lois and Jimmy are on the scene. Then a strange village introducing Ambush Bug appears and murders one of the guests, the district attorney, and then teleports away. Adding to the chaos, the black energy being appears in Metropolis, wreaking havoc. Clark changes into Superman, begins chasing the entity. And it happens, and he runs into the new Doom Patrol, 2 members of them, and Celsius and Tempest. And the black energy, there's Valentina Vostok, who is Negative Man, who has the same powers as Larry Trainor, and Robot Man comes in a little later and explains more. Superman and the Doom Patrol try to take care of Negative Woman, but while Ambush Bug... keeps messing with a parade. There's this great parade with a lot of floats. I'm going to talk about that. And they battle, and Ambush Bug has had this bug flying around, which allows him to teleport, and Robot Man destroys it. Superman sees it with his X-ray vision. Robot destroys it. Robot Man knocks Ambush Bug out. And they also take care of Negative Woman. But Superman... gets a lead container from the Fortress of Solitude and imprisons her temporarily. And he traps her, and then she returns, but her she now has to wear the same leather bandages or risk losing control of herself again, just like Larry did. So that was a very convoluted synopsis, and I'm sorry, because I'm just... it's not that complicated a story, but it's a lot of fun. The featured characters are Superman, Doom Patrol, and the lineup for the Doom Patrol: Celsius, Negative Woman, Robot Man, and Tempest. Guest starring Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane, and introducing Ambush Bug, who becomes a kind of big, popular character in the 80s, 90s. He's not a character, he's a little silly. And he is kind of like, a pre-Lobo, a comedic character like Lobo. He's somebody who appeared once, and then everybody liked him, and then he had his own series. And he did, and I think Giffen wrote a lot. He pops around. He battles Supergirl. He battles Superman. He adopts a partner called Cheeks the Toy Wonder, complete with a costume. There's a Son of Ambush Bug series. He was a member of the Suicide Squad for a brief time during the invasion. Member of Justice League Anarchy with Amazing Man, Plastic Man, Harley Quinn, the Creeper, and the Trickster. Where is that? Oh, it's from one of those little minis. And he's been around. And I mean, it was funny. I liked it when Giffen wrote I I don't know who wrote it, but Giffen was doing what people call the later Giffen art, and I love it. It's just zany and funny and perfect for Ambush Bug. But I like this comic. I like big parts of it because of, one, it's a good story. I mean, it is a fun story. It's a lot going on. These were one and done. You had, 20-some pages to tell a story. And So nowadays comics like 17 pages. There may not be a lot of exposition, but Keith Giffen's page layouts in this stuff is amazing. This is about the time he's doing Legion. I don't know if it's early or after he's hit his stride, because I think when Giffen hit Legion, he was good to go. But there was a progression in talent, and he got tighter and more confident. And like on page 2 of this, it's 4 pages, one across the top, 2 wide ones on either underneath and in between, a narrow one in between. And it's just beautiful. I mean, it is. It's action-packed. There's motion. There's energy. It's just on page, what is that? Page 4, you see the little white panel with the buzzing bee that it comes out, and that's the teleport thing. But everything is lined up. When you're watching the TV, you feel like you're watching the TV. It's got some great Superman traditional poses, like him taking off his clothes in the closet before he flies out. Giffen can show motion better than a lot of artists, I think. And there's ones where on page 6, see, it's a job for Superman, and he's just a tiny little figure in the background of the thing, but you see him and you see how he moves. The top of 7's got this great panel, and I'm posting most of these panels I'm talking about. I'm going to post on Twitter when it comes out. But Superman flying over the building while Negative Woman smashes through a building. It's great. Ambush Bug is there. The zaniness is already there when they're close-up panels. He's a little more. It's not the big crazy comedic art of Giffen. It's just a standard superhero with a little bit of the comedic and intermixed. But everybody looks great. Robot Man, he doesn't have the 70s Robot Man or the early part of the Bronze Age Robot Man body. He's got the more traditional one. This happens before his team up in Teen Titan, where he gets revenge for the death of the old Doom Patrol. There's some great balloon floats in this parade. There's a Superman float, a Cerebus float. The battle's going, and there's a Judge Dredd float that gets destroyed and lands on top of Jimmy Olsen. And it is the 2 battles. It's Ambush Bug against Doom Patrol, and then Negative Woman. And it's great. And while it's happening, while Superman's dealing with Tempest and Celsius, that's when Robot Man shows up and then goes, "Hey, Superman, you remember me? These are my teammates. They're the new Doom Patrol. They're not just whatever. It's true." And then there's a great origin panel in the bottom of that where you get it's a lot of big word balloons and right next to it. But there's a beautiful profile of Robot Man with 3 images that really just tell you Negative Woman's. They visually tell it, but there is detail in it in this wonderful little speech by Robot Man. It's well worth it. Dialogue. I like good dialogue, and I think this dialogue is perfect for the story. It gives you some information. It conveys some emotion. It has the ambush bugs. It adds to the visual jokes of the ambush bug, because he's giving them punchlines. But the art's just, it's great, man. Page 16, Superman at 4 different spots where he's kind of tossing things into the air. And it's one panel with the skyline and then Superman in 4 different positions. It's really nice. Again, showing action. And it's just beautiful throughout, man. I love Keith Giffen art, and I really, really love early Keith Giffen art. This is this might be when he's hit his stride. I haven't really mirrored it up to the Legion. But overall, it's a great comic. It's on the app. I read it on the app, and I read it page by page, and then I read it panel by panel with the panel reading feature. And I really enjoyed that because it let me absorb really how good Keith Giffen's storytelling is. And it's amazing. But I also want to say that I think, let me look at something here and here. I own the Bronze Age Doom Patrol Omnibus because it has a lot of stuff that I've never read. And my first real experience with the Doom Patrol was Showcases 94, I think it's 94, 95, and 96, where Cooperberg and Joe Staton create the Doom Patrol. This is great stuff. I remember I loved this run of Showcase when it came back. Next was Power Girl, and then it was the 100th, issue 100. It was everybody who had ever appeared in it prior to its original cancellation team up in a big epic story. But it's really good. What's also good in this, it's got the Superman family Supergirl stories that Kuperberg wrote, and he used them in it. It's got pages. Then it's got the Teen Titans stuff. A couple pages from issue before the main story, and then all 3 issues of that big arc. And then this is after that. And then some more Supergirl. A couple issues of the Supergirl comic book, and they're in it. Which is cool. And then we get is this the Secret Origin? No, a Beast Boy and Teen Titan Spotlight. There's some great stuff in here. And then the Origin by Byrne from DC Comics Secret Origin series. I like this Byrne Doom Patrol. I wasn't a big fan of when they gave him the title later. It was just a little lazy. And then the first 18 issues of the Doom Patrol series that came out post Legend. It starts with Kuperberg, Light, and Martin, and then Eric Larson takes over, and then some more stuff, and then there are a couple Superman issues, and then Suicide Squad Spotlight, a Suicide Squad team up, and then a Doom Patrol special, and then that's when the Morrison starts then, and the book takes a big change. But I had to have this because there's stuff in it I hadn't read, and I was really interested in, reading it. And, I eventually want to do a whole reread of Doom Patrol. And I've started to read the first volume of the Silver Age book. I'm enjoying it. They're very neat, one-and-done stories, but they're really pretty. I mean, they're really good. And the big volume's great and worth the money. I'm going to go back and read it, but I want to kind of read from the beginning, and go from there. Because Doom Patrol running around it really when I was a kid until those, and the only ones I had were the Teen Titans, the Showcase, and this team up. And then, the book became more popular, with Morrison years later, and, things change. And I really want to read the Morrison stuff. I'm also looking forward to reading the Gerald Way stuff. Doom Patrol's fun. I watch the show. I watch the TV show a lot. I like the TV show a lot. It's a lot of fun. Me and my wife watch it together. But this is a good story. Check it out. It's on the app. It's a lot of fun. DC Comics Present as a whole is a great series. I kind of like the poll letting me go from one to the other. I'm just kind of hoping Marvel wins one. I think most of my fans here are kind of DC-centric, which is fine. I think that's because of the Legion episodes. I appreciate it. But I'd like to do some more of the Marvel stuff. I hope one of those wins pretty soon. But I also want to cover more Doom Patrol. And I do want to do, starting on the 21st, I'm going to do artist spotlight and just talk for 5 or 10 minutes about an artist, do a little bit of research and talk to you, and then read like 4 or 5 of their comics that they either wrote or edited or drew and wrote, 4 books that they were really involved with, and then just give you my overview of my relationship with that artist. The first one I'm going to tell you already, it's going to be Lynn Wein. Lynn Wein was an amazing editor. He did a lot of important stuff, created Swamp Thing, edited Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, and other things. So I want to talk about that. I think he wrote some Justice League during the 100-page issues. I'm going to confirm my memory because I like those. There's some of those that I like, and they're either Jerry Conway or they were Len. I will talk about 5 of his comics very briefly, and then just kind of give you my overview. So that's on the 21st, which is this Wednesday coming up. So I better get started. I'll probably be Monday or Tuesday. We got a lot going on around here, and this is a recording on the Sunday I'm dropping it. I'd like to have dropped it yesterday, but I just didn't have the bandwidth, and did some exercise today, feeling a little better. I mean, feeling fine, but it just, it's there's a lot going on. It's my busy time at work, so a lot of pressure, and I'm trying to keep up. But I enjoyed this comic. Please let me know what you think. I will post a bunch of images when I post this later this afternoon. And just let me know what you think, okay? Again, please check us out on Wednesdays for Legion, Tuesdays for Legion of Superhero Review Talk, and on Thursday for Defenders Talk, and then next weekend, I don't know what I'll be doing. I haven't decided. I'm recording 2 that weekend, so I have one ready to go because I'm going out of town a couple weeks from now. I'm going to go to New York for a baby shower for my sister-in-law, And then the weekend after that, I'm going to go see Victoria, from my partner from Best Friend and my partner from Gallifrey's Most Wanted. So we will see you. Hopefully you'll be listening. Do me a favor. Be safe, be smart, be kind, and read some comics.